Margaret Walters, goodness me. I mean, if anyone represents folk, it's Margaret Walters. And here she is. It's a very special event. 50 years of singing. I mean, the first thing I wanted to know was, how on earth do you pick your highlights from 50 years? Well, I guess this is part of the journey and the story that Margaret is going to be sharing with us today, with just a few of her friends. Margaret's been absorbing songs and music since she was 10, but only started publicly singing when she was in her 30s. So please put your hands together for Margaret Walters and friends.
We didn't actually do a little sound check, so we'll be doing this on the run. Thank you everyone for coming. Of course, even though I started singing when I was 33, I had been listening to stuff and amassing songs since I was 10, so I could have called it 7 decades of singing, but I thought that was too much of a giveaway. And of course, I realised that an hour is not nearly enough time to do justice. I think I'd need a 3-hour concert for every decade at least. So, I wanted to, what helped me choose the songs was that I was going to base it on who was coming to the festival anyway. So I've got my friends from 40 Degrees South, I've got my darling granddaughters, and I've got Martin Winterbreed and 2 wonderful English ladies here, and my friend Kim, who I haven't seen for 7 years, who was very instrumental in a lot of the early recordings I did.
Instrumental.
Yes, absolutely. And Christina Mamoki, many of you will know, and Fiona Ross, who's performing a lot this weekend. And Kerry Maguire. Yes, how could I forget? And Martin I mentioned. So we've got our 3 visitors from England all neatly stacked together there. And Kim from Tasmania, and Kerry from Tasmania originally. So that's nicely organised. I didn't plan that. And I was going to start with an acknowledgement of country. I know that's been done earlier this morning, but I'll just do it again. And I did bring a light that would help with reading this, but it's not where I want it. So I'd like to acknowledge that we're on the land of the Ngunnawal people, and that the land was stolen and never ceded, and we paid respects to traditional custodians, elders past and present, and we extend that respect to any Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders here today. And I pray that soon they will have a voice to Parliament. So Christina is going to start us off with a song that echoes those sentiments. And she will teach you to sing the song. Hello.
G'day.
Do you all feel like singing?
Yes.
Excellent. So this is a song called Always Was, Always Will Be. I guess you can guess the punchline of the song? Yes? Excellent. So I'll teach you the parts. It's in 3 parts. So you're going to be basses, okay? Yeah. Your part goes, always was, always will be, always was, always will be. Here we go. Always was, always will be, always was, always will be, always was, always will be, always was, always will be. So you just keep singing that over and over again. Your part is different. The first thing you do is nothing. You have a rest. So you go, always was, always will be, always was, always will be. Beautiful. You beautiful people at the back, you've got the 3rd part. You're going to sing, always, always, always. You ready to put it together? Here we go. Always was, always always will be, always was, always will. Keep going. Always was, always will be. Again. Always was, always will be. Aboriginal land. Should we do that again? Here we go. Aboriginal land. Wonderful, you've all passed the audition, so sing on. Actually, while we're here, we might as well sing the birthday song. What do you reckon? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margaret. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. It's 12 days off yet. I might not make it. But, I had really lengthy introductions to all the songs, and I thought, nah, that's got to go. So at some stage I'll put it on my website and you can read it there. And in the meantime, we'll just have the briefest introductions that I can manage. And we're going to start with a song, another song with Christina. This is one, we're both fans of, was that all I was going to say? Yes, that'll do. Back to Christina and a song we learned from Frankie Armstrong called Encouragement. Frankie's been coming to Australia for many, many years, and hearing her back in the early 80s at the Free Weeds in Rozelle, she was singing a song called Shall There Be Womanly Times or Shall We Die? And from that moment on, I wanted to join the peace movement, so I've been to as many rallies as I can and sung at as many peace concerts as I can. And this is a song that encourages, it's written by a German man called Wolf Biermann, encouraging activists to stay strong. Oh, you're the one who knows the first note.
It's a good song, this. It's just the chorus.
Sorry about that. Dawn, you ready?
Maybe.
Don't you rely on toughness in these hard times. The toughness will depress you, the sternness will oppress you, and cause your strength to die. Don't let your strength die. Don't let them make you bitter in these bitter times. That's all we always hope for, that long before the struggle we would give up the fight. Let's not give up the fight. Don't let the fear invade you in these fearful times, for it will build around you a wall that blocks your way, and their power will survive. Don't let their power survive. Don't let rely on silence. We must not waste our time. So little to rely on us, we rely on you. We give each other life, we give each other life.
in these numbing times. With hope the trees will flourish, and we'll stand strong and honest, and these will be our times, and these will be our times. Back in 1976, I'd only been absorbing folk music. Well, before that, no, I won't go too much into that past history. 76 was a reawakening in my interest in folk music. My family and I, my two sons are here today, but these little girls weren't thought of at that point. We're in England, my husband on sabbatical leave, and we made a visit up to Scotland. Both of us have mothers who were born in Scotland, and we visited his uncle, and we came across this little village and heard some wonderful singers, Belle Stewart and Sheila Stewart and others, and it was just so visceral for me. And there was a break, and in 92 I had the same experience at a festival in Auchtermuchty in Scotland with other singers, Gordina McCulloch, Aileen Carr, many others. And then another big gap, and in 2006 I heard Fiona, a Scots woman living in Australia, and I'm going to ask her to come and sing these songs. When I first heard her, I was sort of in the front row bawling my eyes out, so I've learned to sit in the back row as much as possible.
Oh, thank you, Margaret. That's lovely. Well, I mean, I probably was at the Auchtermuchty Festival as well in 1992, because that was the first folk festival I sang at.
You would have been a wee lass.
Well, obviously. I started very young. But yeah, this is a song that I got from Aileen Carr, so it's very appropriate. But I just want to say also a huge thank you to you, Margaret, because you've been such an inspiration and a huge support to me in Australia. So thank you for having me here as part of your concert. This is no my plate, my plate, my plate. This is no my plate, bonny though the colours be. The ground of mine was mixed with blue, I got it frae the lad I knew. He ne'er has given me cause to rue, and oh, the blade is dear to me. This is no my blade, my blade, my blade. This is no my blade, bonny though the colours be. For mine was silky, soft and warm, it wrapped me round frae arm to arm, and like himself it bore a charm. The blade will I be dear to me. This is no my blade, my blade, my blade. This is no my blade, bonny though the colours be. Frae sully blasts it covers me, he'll me himself protection gie. I'll love him till the day I die. The blade will I be dear to me. This is no my blade, my blade, my blade. This is no my blade, bonny though the colours be. The time will come, my ain dear lad, when we will take the cark and wed. We'll hap a till the turtle played, will I be dear to me. This will then be my blade, my blade, my blade. This will then be my blade, and while I live will ever be. Thank you.
And a bit later in England, I think it would have been 76, that year I was out there. I was living in Brighton, and there was a folk day somewhere. I think it might be in Lewis or a field in a paddock somewhere. A field in a paddock. Anyway, I heard Martin Wyndham read for the very first time, and he sang this beautiful ornamented English folk song. So I was hoping, knowing that he was coming out this year, that he would join us today and maybe sing that song. He doesn't remember it, but we're going to do another lovely one together. This is very close to the home of the Coppers of Rottingdean. The Copper family songs are very familiar to a lot of people. It was not until much later that I heard Martin. You get him, Hazel.
Actually, I think I'll stand up. It's safer. Thanks, Hazel.
I remember with that ornamented style he was singing, practicing it for weeks in the shower, trying to work out just what he was doing with all that. It's been something I've incorporated into a lot of the songs I do. And I didn't know then about his Australian repertoire and just how extensive it was and how famous he is for it. But I learned later, and he did a concert, maybe a couple, in my house up in Wahroonga many years ago, and I remember him playing cricket in the backyard with my two boys. I'm not sure if they remember that.
Well, I can remember that whenever that was, it was my mother that brought me along in the pram. I wasn't that old.
Of course.
Yeah. I didn't know it was your birthday. Is it your birthday?
Not today.
When is
in 12 days' time.
Okay. The horse and cow live 30 years and nothing know of wine or beers. The sheep and goat at 20 die with never tasting Scotch or rye. The sow drinks water by the ton and at 18 is nearly done. The dog at 15 cashes in with never tasting rum or gin. The cat in milk and water soaks, and at 20 years it croaks. The modest, sober, bone-dry hen lays eggs for years and dies at 10. All animals are strictly dry, they sinless live and sober die. But gin-soaked, sodden men survive for 70 years and 10. But some of us, the mighty few, stay pickled till we're 92.
12 more years.
I made that up as I went along. All right, are we going to do it? I'm just going to get the right key so I don't have to put a capo around my neck while I'm singing. Now as I was a-walking down by the seashore, where the wind it did whistle and the waves they did roar, there I heard a fair maid make a terrible sound, like the wind and the waves that did echo around, crying, oh, my love is gone, he's the youth I adore, he's gone and I never shall see a voice like a nightingale, skin like a dove, and the song that she sang, it was all about love. When I asked her to marry me please, and the answer she gave, my love's drowned in the seas, crying, oh, my love is gone. He's the youth I adore. He's gone and I never shall see him no more. I said I had gold and I'd silver beside, on a coach and 6 horses with me she could ride. She said, I'll not marry, nor yet prove a wife. I'll be constant and true all the days I have life. Crying, oh, my love is gone. He's the youth I adore. He's gone and I never shall see him no more. Then she flung her arms wide and she took a great leap from the cliffs that were high to the billows so deep, saying the rocks of the ocean shall be my deathbed, and the fish in the sea shall swim over my head, crying, oh, my love is gone. He's the youth I adore. He's gone and I never shall see him no more. And now every night at 6 bells they appear, when the moon it is shining and the stars they are clear. These two constant lovers in each other's arms, rolling over and over in each other's charms, crying, oh, my love is gone. He's the youth I adore. He's gone and I never shall see him no more. Thanks very much. Thank you.
So being in Sussex that year and going to the local folk clubs, I heard a lot of songs of that genre, and I loved the harmony singing, which I hadn't heard much of in Australia. So when I came back, I was determined to find some way of joining a group that did lots of chorus songs. I happened on a workshop Robin Connaughton was giving on sea shanties one year back, and when the National Festival was held here, before it became a regular site here. I haven't worked out what year that was, but it must have been in the late 70s. And so I got together with Robin and some other people who'd been the go-to shanty people whenever a cry went out for shanty singers. Tom was one of them, and so I've known Tom for about 45 years now, I think, at least. I'm going to ask 40 Degrees South to come up and join us in a song. So we until about 1988, no, 1988? Doesn't matter, 2018, we were the Roaring Forties for about 30 years. But we've changed the line-up with the loss of Robin Connaughton and John Warner. So now we have Don Bryan, who joined in about 2007. I forget all the years. This little baby only joined us last year.
Otherwise known as Margaret's succession
Jude
plan.
Alexander. Chris Maltby we have, and Tom Hansen. So now we're talking 40 Degrees South. And this is a song much more recent from those times. Mick Ryan wrote it on the way, I think, to the funeral service of Cyril Tawney. So we're going to do that for you.
And I first heard this in the morning. I was going to Len Neary, a former member of the Roaring Forties, to his funeral. I thought, what a great song, but I couldn't learn it that quickly. But let's not keep that tradition of funerals. Okay, Margaret?
Yeah.
There are singers that we love as we sing our lives away, and though we all fall silent in the end, they will sing with us forever. They'll be singing every day when we sing the songs they sang. Oh, the song goes on in the songs we sing, and when one song ends, then another song begins. So the singers who are gone will be singing once again when we sing the songs they sang. Some are heard by many and some are heard by few, and though we all fall silent in the end, someone will remember both the song you sing and you when they sing the songs they sang. Oh, the song goes on in the songs we sing, and when one song ends, then another song begins. So the singers who are gone will be singing once again when we sing the songs they sang. Sing the chorus, sing the chorus, sing the song, and the singers gone before us will be singing right along. Sing the chorus, and refrain, and the singers gone before us will be singing once again. We can drive away the silence of the grave that we all fear, and though we all fall silent in the end,
Singing, you'll be
singing with the singers you hold dear when we sing the songs they sang. For the song goes on in the songs we sing, and when one song ends, then another song begins. So the singers who are gone will be singing once again when we sing the songs they sang. So if you sing along, you bring along the singers who are gone, and though we all fall silent in the end, sing and you'll be singing both the singer and the song when we sing the songs they sang. For the song goes on in the songs we sing, and when one song ends, then another song begins. So the singers who are gone will be singing once again when we sing the songs they sang. Sing the chorus, sing the song, and the singers gone before us will be singing right along. Sing the chorus, and refrain, and the singers gone before us will be singing once again. Oh, the song goes on in the songs we sing, and when one song ends, then another song begins. So the singers who are gone will be singing once again when we sing the songs they sang. When we sing the songs they sang.
expecting a lot more songs from Margaret yet, though.
They've been like brothers to me, those guys. Every Thursday when they come around for rehearsal, I get them to put up, change light bulbs and put up paintings. And Jude has a whole different skill set, which is very useful. Helping me with my hair, for one thing. Now, when I came back, this was 1992 this time, I think. No, it was much earlier than that. Is it 1992? No, that was about right. I met John Warner and was lucky enough to work with him. He came to live in Sydney. I've written pages and pages about John that you can look up on the internet. He's a really wonderful songwriter, and we worked together for 10 years. And around that same time, I met Kim Poole, and he's agreed to come and play for us today. John and I were in a duo together, as I said, for 10 years, complementing each other's skill sets, often happily when John would refer to me as his mentor, but sometimes when I got out my editorial pencil, I became his tour mentor. Anyway, this is a group of songs. This next song is one of the first ones from the first album that John and I recorded, and it's called The Miners' Washing. And at that time, Kim was playing with a group that had got together at the Conservatorium of Music called Taliesin. Does anyone remember Taliesin?
A lifetime ago.
Yes. Yes, that album was 30 years ago. That's right. Whoopsie daisy. There goes perhaps a nice piece of paper.
You all right?
Yep. I came from Durham in 99, married a laddie from the Coal Creek mine, finest lad that a girl could ever know, till he brought me his washing from the pit below, scrubbing the miners' clothes, scrubbing the miners' clothes, all piled up in a ghastly stack, heavy as lead and smelly and black, and oh, the pain in my aching back, scrubbing the miners' clothes. Now your Canberra miner is a grimy sort of bloke, so I chuck in his duds for an all-night soak, find some soap and I grate it like a cheese, then I chuck it in the bucket with his grubby dungarees, scrubbing the miners' clothes, scrubbing the miners' clothes, all piled up in a ghastly stack, heavy as lead and smelly and black, and all the pain in my aching back, scrubbing the miners' clothes. Up before the people light, a copper for the bill and me fire for the light, I serve Tommy's crib while the copper's on the boil, then I gird up me muscles for the day's long toil, scrubbing the miners' clothes, scrubbing the miners' clothes, all piled up in a ghastly stack, heavy as lead and smelly and black, and oh, the pain in my aching back, scrubbing the miners' clothes. Then it's dragging from the copper to the rinsing tub, pound it with a dolly and scrub, 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 pour away the mucky water, do it all again, even through the ringer and pray it doesn't rain, scrubbing the miners' clothes, scrubbing the miners' clothes, all piled up in a ghastly stack, heavy as lead and smelly and black, and oh, the pain in my aching back, scrubbing the miners' clothes. The sky's looking fine, basking up the washing to the old clothesline. I bet when it's hung out and I've heaved up the crop, the rain will fall falling and the wind will drop, scrubbing the miners' clothes, scrubbing the miners' clothes, all piled up in a ghastly stack, heavy as lead and smelly and black, and oh, the pain in my aching back, scrubbing the miners' clothes. Now all you maids who to marriage do incline. Never win a laddie from the Coal Creek mine. A squatter might be surly, a merchant might be mean. Oh, bank, I might be boring, but they're easier to clean. Scrubbing the miner's clothes, scrubbing the miner's clothes. All bought up in a ghastly stack, heavy as lead and smelly and black. And all the pain in my aching back, scrubbing the miner's clothes, scrubbing the miner's clothes, scrubbing the miner's clothes. All bought up in a ghastly stack, heavy as lead and smelly and black. And all the pain in my aching back, scrubbing the miner's clothes. I think we're up to the seventh song or something, and this time it's with Kerry Maguire, who I met around 1987. I hadn't met her much in the folk scene. She'd been hanging around in pubs in eastern suburbs, and she had been banned from at least one. Such a wild and wicked youth, and look at her now. So Kerry and I have been caught up at different festivals over the years and enjoyed singing together a lot. And we had a special gig down in Tasmania in 2020. At my age, who cares about the century? So at a Signet festival, we became the Twa Cronies, a name Kerry made up. So you're on, kiddo.
Let's use the same one, Mark.
We could do that, maybe.
Yeah.
We could
Can I
say
get
hi?
on your right?
Yes. Okay. Cool. And this isn't on the list, kiddos. You'll just have to wing it.
Isn't she a good old stick?
It is, Mum.
I will stand first.
I have to tell you, I was allowed back in that pub after a decade or so, and the new management gave me a hot chocolate, because that's all I used to drink by then. This is a Phil Colclough and maybe June Colclough song. I can never remember whether she was involved with this song or not. Call and Answer. Beautiful song. You called and I ran, wild as the wind that rolls across the moor. All we need is each other. With the eagles we will soar. You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish, and I am the way. You the music, I the dancer. You are the night, and I am the day. You are the night, and I am the day. You and I are like two rivers, run and fall down to the sea. When we meet, we're lost forever, lost forever, you and me. You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish, and I am the way. You the music, I the dance. close to mine, with no past and no tomorrow. Two hearts lost in space and time. You are the call, I am the answer. You are the wish, and I am the way. You the music, I the dancer. You are the night, and I am the day. You are the night, and I am the day. Thank you. I have to tell you something funny. When I first met Marg and a whole group of other people, we were singing, we were practicing carols to sing at a church in Glebe, and at that stage I had two young children. Matthew was very young, and Marg was singing the song, "What you gonna call your pretty little baby," that one. And out of the audience, my son's voice boomed, "Ghostbusters!"
We also called ourselves the Prickle Holly Bushwhackers for the Christmas carol song.
Forgotten that one. Now Christina is, you might be able to guess from the name of her website, it's Christina 8 Arms. She's involved in so many different projects, and one fairly recent project she was involved in was telling the story of the 1917 strike, a great echo, a strike that began in Australia and echoed around the world. Am I right?
Not really. But
Oh well. Anyway, the women in the railway refreshment rooms were supporting their menfolk when they went out on strike, and this is a little song from a wonderful CD she put out. Some of the songs were in collaboration with Pat Cranny.
And I brought none of the CDs to the festival because that's what you do, isn't it?
But
You leave them at home.
Bandcamp, wonderful. And I'm out of most of the stock of my albums, but I happen to have a lot of Who Was Here, and I've left copies out there for you to take, or you can make a donation if you wish, because at my age you don't want to stockpile CDs. Oh, give us a loud hurrah, we're the girls who work at the We'll serve you tea and coffee and cake and scones, hot grills, cold meat, you know it won't take long. We're here until your trip resumes at the railway refreshment rooms. We'll satisfy your hunger with a meal or snack between your travels on the railway track. We all work very hard, though we're not well paid, and each and every one is a union made. We'll join in when the battle looms at the railway refreshment rooms. When the railwaymen lay down their tools, we waitresses, we show them that we're no one's fool. When a certain kind of patron called in to be fed, this is what we apron warriors said. If you're a government volunteer, a rotten strike breaker, get out of here. We won't serve you and it serves you right. You should be supporting the workers' fight. So we're waiting on justice, we're waiting, it's true, until justice is served. We're not waiting on you. bosses said you can't discriminate. Each and every diner deserves his plate. So we took off our aprons, put on our hats, and they replaced us all with volunteer rats, replaced by freaks and goons at the railway refreshment room. So give a loud hurrah, rah, rah, for the girls who used to work at the RRR. Christina and I are in a group called the Persisters. So that's what you do, you persist, don't you? Now, one of the things that happened during COVID is this complete loss of identity, and you think, what, you can't sing anymore. But then you find that people are running Zoom sessions. And I reconnected with the lovely Christine Connolly on a Herger singing folk club thingy that happened at sort of like 4:30 in the morning on a Monday morning. And so up come Christina and Hazel Richings, who I hadn't met Hazel before, but they were coming out to the festival, and I thought, these girls represent a whole heap of the wonderful unaccompanied chorus singing that I heard in England on the many visits I made over the years.
I met you on screen.
yes, seeing them in 3 dimensions again. Wonderful.
With feet.
Fantastic. So this is a song I'm not from these girls, but I heard it from someone else singing on Zoom, and we're winging it to some extent, I must say, but there we go. These two lasses have sung it together a lot, and we'll see how I go.
And just one word from me, that the COVID business was a plague in a dark place, and this brings you out of there. Circle of friends, I want you all to join in loudly, please. Now is the dark time and the cold time too. Gather round, circle of friends. The comfort of singing voices will see us through until the dark time ends. Until the dark time ends. Until the dark time ends. We need the comfort of singing voices until the dark time ends. We give each other company, gather round, circle of friends, singing in sweet harmony until the dark time ends. Until the dark time ends. Until the dark time ends. We need the comfort of singing voices until the dark time ends. In a cage of bone we keep our wings, gather round, circle of friends. If we would fly, then we all must sing until the dark time ends. Until the dark time ends. Until the dark time ends. We need the comfort of singing voices until the dark time ends. Until the dark time ends.
Thank you. Goodness, Kim, up you come. We're going to have to speed along.
Which one?
We'll do both the Bergen and Murrumbidgee.
In that order?
Yes. This is a song from Jeslo. Where my love lies. Dreams came to me where I lay. Oh, sweep the foreign sand from out his eyes, and my love is far, far away. Oh, empty the hearts, the wild waves part. My love sails the bonny bark, the Bergen. Oh, empty the hearts, the wild waves part. My love sails the bonny bark, the Bergen. Oh, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Can we have a quick version of my two granddaughters?
Yes.
Sing.
Woohoo! Well, here, you better go.
And then I've got another two songs. I'm not sure how we're going to do this. Where is it?
I need to share mine. Should we do separate?
Do you want?
Oh, can someone help with the mics?
Yeah, yeah.
Just do that.
I'll need that little mic. I'll need the little one, I think.
You can have the bigger one.
Okay.
You share?
So these are my granddaughters, Grace and Granny. sorry.
Well, the moon is broken and... Oh, I started too low. Well, the moon is broken and the sky is cracked. Come on up to the house. The only thing you need is all you lack.
You gotta come on up to the house.
All your crying don't do you no good.
Come on up to the house.
Come down off the cross, we can use the wood.
You gotta come on up to the house.
Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. You gotta come on up to the house. There's no light in the tunnel, no wine in the fire. You gotta come on up to the house. And you sing a lead soprano in a junk man's choir. You gotta come on up to the house. Does life seem nasty, brutish and short? Come on up to the house. Well, the seas are stormy and you can't find no port. You gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. You gotta come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. Come on up to the house. This world is not my home, I'm just passing through. You gotta come on up to the house.
Margaret Walters and friends.
Is that all we have time?
I'm afraid so. I know. Margaret did say that she had 3 hours for every decade that there was. Thank you so much.
Can she do a final song, please?
Stage management, sound have to decide. I think we're sorry. We are really pushed for time. I am so sorry. But come back here. Come back here later on. For 40 Degrees South are going to be performing, doing songs of the Caribbean later on today. Correct? Everyone's looking a little bit stunned.
All right. I thought you said
What I do want to say though is that at the start I was wondering what highlights you could possibly pick for 5 decades of singing, and I saw it here on stage. It's actually the friends that you gather along the way that you can sing the songs with. So Margaret, it was just absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, and we will see you back later on.
I had so many thank yous I wanted to make. You'll have to look it up on the web. I've got a very long version by introduction. Thank you very much everyone for coming. And put your name on the mailing list outside if you want to get the link for where I'll put the introductions, and grab a free copy of the CD. And thank you to my lovely friends in the 40 Degrees South and their lovely wives who've also been very supportive to me. And all of you have been so wonderful. Thank you, and thanks to the festival organisers and the sound people and the camera people, and thank you so much. We better get out of here. Sorry, Barbie.
40 Degrees South will be playing again here 5:10 p.m. I'd just like to mention that the festival raffle is back. So if you see people wandering the streets selling tickets, please go up and buy yourself a few. 13 wonderful prizes.